What's up, guys? My name is Spencer Turley, and this is a track review of Hidden Compound. So, shredding it up here on the 125. Definitely a fun track for a 125. So, you can definitely hit all these bigger jumps on a 125. Even though they look really big, you can still hit them if you're, sixth gear tapped out. But a lot of fun, super fun jumps like that on this track. And yeah, just a fun, well-built, just looks like the layout was really thought out on this track. So, definitely cool when somebody really makes a well-thought-out track. So this definitely feels like that. I could just see myself riding laps forever on this track. So just a lot of fun. And you can ride like two-strokes, like 125s and the 252 stroke and stuff. But the only place it's going to get you is the sand right here. That's going to swallow your two-stroke real quick, okay? It's the sand. First of all, like just the track itself has a lot of friction. It's like hard to really get going in it. And then when you get on the sand, it's like double friction, so makes it super hard to get going anywhere. But ton of fun jumps. If that's one thing about this track, the jumps are just on point. They look really big. That's the thing about it. Like the jumps look huge, but they're actually pretty safe to hit. Like he's built them properly to where you can pretty much hit all these big jumps even if you're not that good at the game, and you're probably still going to be okay. Like it's not like a super hard jump or whatever, it's you just pretty much hit everything, and about after the first lap you pretty much got it down. So I've never really seen a track that's done that well as this one, where it's your jumps, they look big and they feel big, but they're really not like dangerous or hard. It's like you can case right on the top of them and you're probably going to be okay. They're just built really well. So right here, pretty difficult little jump. It's like the jump is sand, but the landing is really far out. So see, I cased that like about as bad as you could possibly case it right there, and didn't hurt me. So just keep hammering on, and that's pretty much what you can do on this track. Like even if you case something, you're probably going to be okay. It's a really soft, forgiving kind of dirt filling. So right here, you could probably get going in like a triple quad 5 jump on a 450 through these like rollers or whatever, but on a 125, you're going to have to stick to something a little smaller, like double, triple, double action. So, but I love the width of this track too. I feel like it's just perfect width. It's not too wide. It's just got just the perfect amount of narrowness. Speaking crazy words here, boys. But just when people get tracks that have the perfect width, there's nothing like it. It just feels so real when they get that part of it right. So, but yeah, it almost feels like a James Stewart compound or something like that. I'm kind of getting that vibe from it. But yeah, right here, just super fun jump section, just super fun double. You whip it over like that, and then you hit this really big jump, angles you perfect to that way. Like you gotta whip it. You gotta whip it, bro. You cannot hit that jump straight. Come on now. But yeah, just a lot of fun. None of these rhythms are hard or anything. None of the jumps are like super big. It's just a fun, I would say, somewhere in like the medium difficulty. It's definitely not a hard track at all, but it's like if you want to experience some of the bigger jumps and stuff like that without it being just ridiculous hard, then this is definitely the track for you. So but definitely some interesting sand sections. You'd be able to hit this a whole lot easier on a 450 just because you wouldn't be bogging the bike down. So but on a two-stroke, a little bit harder to go through the sand, but two-strokes are a lot of fun on this track because your jumps, even though they're big, like I said, they're pretty safe, so you can come up a little bit short on them or something like that, and you're probably going to be okay. So this section right here is insane. I don't even know what to do. Like it's you come in there 6th gear wide open, and then all of a sudden it's like humongous whoops right in front of your face. So it's kind of crazy. But what I like to do is on the 125 anyways, you just slow down and like roll over that first little whoop thing, and then you like do a double through there, because I'm telling you dudes, if you just hit that wide open, it's not going to be pretty. So but on a 450, you might be able to just like hit it really hard and like pop over and do like a triple or a quad or something. There's definitely different lines you could hit on a bigger bike on this track, definitely. So but yeah, just a lot of fun. Skybox looks good. All the trees and grass off track looks good, and the way the sides of the jumps look pretty cool too. I didn't actually notice that. It's like he's made it super realistic when he's built the sides of the jumps. That's one thing that I've had a lot of trouble with when I build tracks, is I'll build the full track and then I'll forget. I'll make like the jump faces and the landings really good, but I'll forget about the sides of the jumps. So then when you're like looking at a jump from the side, it looks really weird, so that's one kind of pro tip if you're building tracks. Just make sure you get the sides of the jumps like smooth them out or make them kind of or build around them or do something like that, and it makes it feel a whole lot more realistic. So I guess this is kind of like the finish line jump right here, so pretty cool. Got the power lines, everything looks great on this track. Full, completed, well-built track, so definitely a lot of fun. And let me play this back in some third person here. So alright, so definitely a fun track, got some roosting action going on. So but yeah, be careful, boys, don't hit that power line. So you double this, and then you do this really fun jump. You see how all the jumps, they look super big, but I'm telling you guys, you can come up short, you can do whatever, and you're probably going to be okay. Like, they're really not, like, hard jumps at all. So, yeah, just that jump right there, dude, you can get it all the way upside down and bring it all the way back around. I love that jump right there. But, yeah, just really fun track. And another little pro tip, if you're building tracks, like, you see how off the track he's got it, see, he's built this up right here, and then like right off of this it looks super basic and really weird. The reason he does that is to save space, so he doesn't have to like build further out or do anything like that. So that's kind of a pro tip. If you're trying to not have lag on a custom track, then a lot of times you can just build up a mountain really close to the track. That way you don't have to place decals all the way out to the edge of the map. You know what I'm saying? So I actually think this is the edge of the map right here. Yeah, it looks like it. But either way, you can see how he's built this up right here so that it doesn't look weird off the track as well. So little things like that. Like when you're on the track, you never even see this all this over here. You might barely see it, but it doesn't look bad. Like, everything looks good. So that's just kind of a little tip if you're trying to save some space when you're building a track. So check out that action shot right there, boys. Got the bruise flying and everything. So but yeah, super fun track, not hard at all. I think it's really good for intermediate riders, even beginner riders that are wanting to hit some bigger jumps and stuff. Definitely this track is for you. So like I'm saying, just be careful on the sand. You're gonna have to really kind of be technical through it if you want to actually hit some of the sand jumps, because it's kind of hard to get the drive, you know, if you're not on like a 4-stroke or something. So but super fun track overall, and definitely a fan of it. Look at it, the outside got a nice rut, and then you got the inside got roughness, so super good balance on all your sections and stuff like that. So just really fun track, and a lot of fun jumps, super big jumps, stuff like that. So this is that crazy section I was talking about right here, where see, it's like you just come into this section 6th gear wide open, and it just looks like whoops. I don't know, because what throws you off is that first little thing right here, and a lot of times you'll hit this wide open, and then you'll hit this in case, so then it causes you to crash. So what you want to do is just make sure and slam on your brakes and like roll this first little thing, so that you can either be like double or triple or quad or something like that. So that would be kind of probably the better line through there. So anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this track, I'm going to give it a solid, I don't know, I think it's a really good track. I don't know, man. I'm going to have to give it a solid 10 overall. I mean, it's not like the best track I've ever seen or whatever, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's solid, well-built track overall, so I got to give it a 10. But look at off the jumps like this. Look how realistic that looks. That's really cool. It looks like he's kind of put a different decal, but also like kind of smoothed it out and kind of built it kind of off the track. Every little thing you do making a custom track just adds to the realism. Case, hello. Oh my goodness, I don't know how I didn't crash right there. Just like hit a 100-foot triple and just cased it right on the top. Oh man. But anyways, so yeah, definitely 10 overall, and I'm going to say the difficulty, I'm going to say it's medium. Definitely not a hard track at all. Just medium difficulty, just simply because it's not like a stock track. It's a little more like your realistic track, you know. So, but definitely really cool realism on these jumps and stuff. So you could jump this all the way for sure on a 450, like all the way to the landing. So, but yeah, anyways, super fun track, and appreciate all you guys watching these videos, and I'll keep on making them. Thanks, guys.